Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix and this is the January vlog for this channel. Now, you may be wondering, well wait a minute, the first word that says is giveaway. Oh yeah, there was the giveaway that I indicated that would end on the 31st, and well, I gotta find a way to give people gifts. Now, here's the thing. 7 people entered, 8 people commented, but only 7 entered. The 8th person didn't want to enter. And I thought, well, I'm giving out 5 gifts. You know what? Screw it. I'm giving out 7, and so in addition to the 5 games that I originally said, I also added State of Decay as well as Psychonauts on the list. So everybody who's entered will get the game. Well, here's the thing. How do I determine exactly who gets which game? Well, I want to leave it up to choice. Well, okay, so how do I do that? You know, I could do a random number generator, but that's frickin' boring. How about if I use 8-player Smash and let the computers go wild and represent each character in question? Seems reasonable, right? I think so. And so each of the characters that are represented here are going to be one of the people who participate in the contest. And I try to pick a character based on the person in question. So for example, Cyborg, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna get your name wrong, Hedenesh? Well, okay, Cyborg, fighting robot, Mega Man. Okay, yeah, sure. Some of them may not make sense. Pure Mix and Link, I don't know, just made sense to me. But as the fight starts, you will see your name if you enter the contest under one of the characters. And surprisingly, I was ready for, you know, okay, how am I going to determine ties and everything like that, maybe damage and things like that. Surprisingly, it worked out so that everybody had a different score because this is an 8-minute timed match. I thought about doing stock, but I figured, you know, it could be just one really bad, you know, run and all of a sudden you suck. But that's how we're going to do it on this one. And again, here are the games that are going to be pictured here. These are the 7 games that you won. Now, if you have a game, if we get to a portion on the list where you have a game already in question, well, I will find a way to figure out a way to give you a game that you don't have at this point. I do want to give back to people who have watched the channel or just joined the channel, maybe based on this giveaway. So we'll let that run in the background for you guys. In the meanwhile, and as you see there, everybody's name is on there, so good luck to everybody who is in question. In the meanwhile, I'm going to talk about the channel. So, this month is going to be an interesting month for me. Again, I'm going to try to do 2 videos a day. I'm trying to do it at the same time, so I'm trying to do one that releases at 11 a.m. and one that releases at 6 p.m. I haven't found the greatest time in terms of when to release it and how that does well in terms of people viewing it. So we expect that to stay the same. I may tweak it in later months. Well, what am I going to be working on this month? Well, you may have noticed that I started a Metroid Other M Let's Play. Metroid Other M is a really interesting game to me because it is one of those games that people look back on with, you know, a very critical, and yet the game itself, in my opinion, was good. It just, the story portion was pretty bad. And the thing is that I can't think of another game that has gotten that is looked at back at so harshly for a missing story portion like that, and I think it's unique in that sense because of what it did to Samus and the franchise. So I wanted to do that. In the next couple days, you should see upcoming top 10s. There are 2 more top 10s I wanted to do this year. I've already done my 10 disappointing games of the year, disappointment in terms of gaming, and then my top 10 games that you haven't played. Now, there are 2 more that I wanted to do. I want to do my top 10 trends in gaming. What I'm seeing in the industry in terms of what is seemingly becoming more normal. What did we see over the last year that seems to be where the industry is going as a whole? Because I think it's important to recognize where things, and we got a Landmaster, where things are going. So I want to do that, and then my top 10 games of the year. I know I wanted to get that done before the end of the year. You know, it's Christmas. I had a lot of stuff going on at that point. Still, I'm going to do a Let's Try or a new game or first impressions every week, so keep that in mind. I have highlighted some games that I want to highlight on my own personal calendar, so I will do that. Now, thanks to some feedback, some people want to see some more popular games on the channel, and while I do appreciate that, and I am actually going to take that into consideration, I know in like December, November, like when the games are coming out, I did Bayonetta 2 and The Evil Within right when they came out, so okay, that's fine. December was a really weird month because the actual release of games in terms of popularity, there wasn't any. I mean, it's really a dead month in terms of not many things come out. I do want to do 2 bigger games this month in terms of I want to highlight the new DLC Get Out of Hell for Saints Row 4, as well as Dying Light. Dying Light has always interested me in the fact that, you know, it's a zombie apocalypse game. It seems like it's Dead Island maybe taken to the next level, even though it's by the same company. So I do want to see where that goes, and I want to see how good that is. So I do want to highlight that for you guys. Other than that, you should still see a bunch of new stuff on the channel, like always. Again, if you followed this channel, you know, if you subscribe to this channel, it has been always an interest of mine to be a little bit have a variety of content, and I want to continue that. I like new ideas. I like putting things out there that people may not necessarily understand what I'm doing at first, or may be like, where the hell did that come from? But I've always gotten good feedback from that, and I like being creative in that nature, so expect stuff like that. I am still working, and I keep on saying this every vlog, I feel like. I do expect to finish the Banjo-Kazooie by the end of January. Now, some stuff in December put that behind because of the fact that it just... so much information to go through regarding that, and if anybody doesn't understand what I'm talking about, I'm doing a video on Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts and where I think it came from, because I don't think Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts started as Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts, and they've said so in interviews, but I think there was a more nefarious reason for that, and so I want to put that out there. It was sort of inspired by JonTron at this point. Tech Raptor. I'm still writing for Tech Raptor. I am actually going to be doing a video a week on Thursdays for them. So you may, and I hit may, see 1 video a week in terms of this channel, but expect 2 videos other days, or that may be a day where I do 2 Let's Plays on a Thursday. So keep that in mind. And most of the time I will do only 1 Let's Play, if that. You've probably seen that in terms of the consistent content. I am going to stop the Evil Within ones. I don't think people are enjoying that one a lot. I wanted to try something new with the Rabbit Let's Play, and I think I got some positive and negative feedback from it. Some people liked it, but some people, I think over the course of the series, people were like, well, wait a minute. Those moments started to... it's almost like it started to weigh on people. I also noted that I left this game to just play out. Sort of didn't realize that the screen would go black like this, so it sort of sucked. But this was the first attempt, so it's just like, okay, you know, I said I would leave it up to chance, and I'm not going to affect it at this point, because I actually walked away at that point. I'm like, I don't want anybody I've talked to or anything to influence, you know, me cheering it on, I guess. I don't know. Other than that, you did see, if you've seen some of my other videos, I did get a new webcam, and so you may see my face a little bit more. I don't want to use that in every video. Let me just put that. I want to put it more in the personal videos and the videos that are more to where I think it adds something, where you can see my faces, you know, going through something. I don't think in like regular Let's Play that necessarily is the best case. In certain cases it would be, but like, you know, in games where, you know, the reaction is a big portion of it, or when I'm really emotional, or like, you know, I'm facing a new game that I'm like, well, oh god, this is, you know, something worthwhile. But other than that, it's not something that I think is worth the time. Other than that, I'm also getting some older cables for my Elgato in terms of being able to look at older games. I've wanted to do that for a while. I am a big fan of the N64. I mean, it was one of my big consoles when I was growing up, and I do want to show off some games that were really influential in my life in terms of sort of guiding me in terms of what I loved in gaming. Some games that you guys have probably heard of, some games that you guys may not have heard of. Link hitting the wall there. Other than that, you should expect the same content from me. I have been trying to go to Google Plus and Facebook and Twitter to sort of advertise myself, and I have seen some growth in the channel because of that, and so that's sort of cool. I am trying to do that a little bit more often at this point, but it's not giving way for content in terms of I'm not going to let that sort of drive what's going on. So, and this match should be got 37 seconds left, so got some more time to fill in. I do want to hear feedback from you guys. I do want to hear if you guys think there are some good things on, or good or bad things in terms of what you would like to see from the channel. I have gotten great feedback from people, and I would continue to be open-eared on that. Other than that, it's really time for me to grow and time for me to get better at what I'm doing. I have actually looked at different editing software. It's an interesting jump from Camista to like Sony Vegas Pro and Premiere, because it's a lot more complicated in those ones, and yet the concept's the same. And who won? Let's find out. And the winner is Fox. And so you'll see at the end here what everybody did in terms of placement. And so I will contact the first person and ask them which game of choice that they want at this point. And then I will go down the list as we go along. So if you don't hear from me, I need to talk to the person in question, or if they can leave a comment down below if I'm not around, that would be wonderful. Now, in order for me to give you the game, you got to be my friend on Steam, and I will put my Steam name out there for you guys to find at this point. So other than that, I mean, you should be able to find it with just looking up the word Dragnix, and you'll see a Demo Man picture in terms of the profile. I need to change that picture actually to my regular logo. But other than that, this is my January vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, the content that I put out over the last month, and I hope you continue to stay to put out or to watch for the next month. Like I said before, I did the 100 subscriber stuff. If you do want to, you know, tell people that I will be doing it at 250 and 500 and 1,000 to sort of spread the word, it would be appreciated, but not something that you have to do. Obviously, I know I don't want to be pandering here. That's not who I am. Okay, maybe a little bit, but I do want to see this succeed. But other than that, this is Dragnix signing out. Hope you have a wonderful January, and hopefully you'll stay around and see what's going on. Later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.